great southern coastline of Western Australia is the beautiful Recherche Archipelago, which is made up of 105 stunning islands. Right off Esperance, you can actually see around 20 of them, and every single one has their very own unique ecosystem. Whilst the drive southeast from Perth to Esperance will take you the better part of a day, a flight will only take you 1.5 hours. But no matter how you get here, it's totally worth it.
Are you set this way, folks?
Our tour of the islands departs from the Taylor Street jetty, and it doesn't take long to see why the waters here are so famous.
One of the most famous ships to attempt to visit.
German Hudson is a local whose family has been running Esperance Island cruises since the 80s, and he knows everything there is about these islands. And the Recherche Archipelago, it's got some pretty serious history.
Yeah, it certainly does. Yeah, so D'Entrecasteaux was the sort of first foreigner to come across what's now known as Esperance, and he named it after one of the vessels he was travelling with, Lesperance, and that translates to hope in French. And the other vessel he was travelling with, La Recherche, he named our 105 islands, named islands in the archipelago here, and that translates to research.
Jamin's tours take in a number of different islands, so if you're a lover of sea life, then there's plenty to see along the way.
Hey Beck, check out the Australian sea lions.
How many? There's like 4.
4, yeah. And
So
most
would
of
they
them
be a
are
family?
all females by the look of it. You can tell the females by the colour of their chest. They have a really light coloured chest, whereas the males are similar size or sometimes bigger and a much darker colour.
Yeah. I kind of feel like they're watching us.
Yeah,
Are they inquisitive?
They seem intrigued by the boat, don't they? They always do that when we come by, poke their head up. Yeah.
They're very cute. And it's not just the sea lions that are inquisitive.
Do you want to go?
Oh, showcase my fish waving skills. Just like this?
Yeah, and then just drop it in, just about over there. Good job. And here he comes.
Come have your food.
He's got to breathe in.
Woo! Wow. Nature in all its glory. There's 105 different islands. Have you got a favourite one?
Yeah, I think for me, my favourite island is probably Middle Island. Middle Island is beautiful, has a pink lake on it, home to Australia's only recorded pirate, Black Jack Anderson. He sort of ruled the roost around these areas between about 1830s for about 10 years.
So WA has its very own pirate.
Yeah, well, Australia's only recorded pirate, so yeah, Esperance is extremely unique in that way, yeah.
For an island with such a dark history, it is one of the most stunning places on Earth, and if you're up for a 5-hour boat trip, then it's well worth the visit just to see Lake Hillier.
It's basically pink because it has a microorganism living in it called Dunanellia salina, and that thrives in a high saline content, creating the pink hue. And the contrast of the turquoise water, white sand, and then the pink lake has people travelling far and wide to go see it. So we do trips down there to showcase that to them.